Once again, good evening to Netanya Israel and the 2019 Women's European Lacrosse Championship. Our sixth and final game of the third full day of these championships has the Czech Republic at 1-0. 18-8 winners Tuesday night against Austria in an impressive showing. They take on Sweden. Sweden 0-1, losing their opener to Finland 2 nights ago. The Swedes very much in a developmental stage. The Czech Republic put on a real show as swooping in for that ground ball is Anna Lotman. And we'll see the Czechs, who had scored 18, if they could be the first team to hit 20 so far for these European Championships. And they appear to be slated to perhaps put together the best showing in the Euros. As we're underway, Ralph Bednarczyk alongside Remington Steele, head coach of Wales, head coach of Bucknell University back in the United States. White on white for the Czechs, blue on blue for the Swedes. And on the drive, that's a shot that is missed wide by Lotman. Czech Republic in Group C, maybe the concern for head coach Will Mraz could be they could win all their group games by very lopsided scores, and to try to stay sharp, that balance of how to do that.
Yeah, it's really easy when you're kind of in those lopsided games to just fall into a pattern, and that makes it really tough once you get to those medal rounds and you start playing better teams. You know, we ran into that a little bit when I was coaching New Zealand in 2015. So hopefully the Czechs are working on the things that they need to work on. They're challenging themselves. They're getting everyone a little bit of time so everyone's fresh and ready to go once the medal rounds start.
They have backup, and back behind Marketa Malinovska starts today in the attack as her pass sails through, and she was looking to hit a cutter, and this will be a foul against the Swedes. Meanwhile for Sweden and head coach Marcus Lind, his goalie is Jenny Arkival. They start from the outside, Lotman. Now she'll feed the pass down low. Here's Malinovska. Back in front, and a shot and a finish. Good start, Adela Blahovtsova. She is able to finish the shots, and she is a professional runner, has run many marathons. She starts the scoring 1-0.
Yeah, she did really well to catch it and finish it right there in that side net.
Blahovtsova starts the scoring. And for the Czech Republic, they blitzed Austria in their opener, starting that game 6-0 before you really caught your breath. And they got tremendous balance there. Adela Blahovtsova had 3 that day. By the way, her birthday is tomorrow. We won't mention her age.
Yeah, we played the Czechs in Jerusalem right before the opening ceremonies, and they're a very good team. They're very athletic, do a great job of getting up and down, and have great hands.
Turning inside, and the shot also missed. A tough shooting early. Michaela Strahova had that good look there. Strahova also dazzled in the opener with a 5-goal performance. Tierney Larson is an American from Connecticut, is cutting it across. There is Larson. She had 2-2 in the opener. Larson, who now lives in the Czech Republic after playing at Marist, and a Connecticut native, makes it 2-0.
And I think Sweden here, because they are on paper at least a little bit overmatched by the Czechs, they're going to be better off just kind of packing it in, letting the Czechs come to them, not trying to pressure out too much or throw them off, because again, when you're facing a team that's a little bit more athletic than you, maybe a little bit more skilled than you, it's best to just try to eat up some time and take opportunities when they come to you.
Larson able to finish. Tierney Larson, her connection goes way back with head coach Will Mraz. Will Mraz coached her as an 8th grader while in high school, and then they reconnected later on as we get the foul here, and this will go against Sweden. The kick ball on the Olofsson off the draw control. So racing ahead is Teresa Sikharova. Now diving through, taking the shot. What a nice face dodge for a finish. That's Yuli Hrazankova.
Yep, she does a great job of just stepping away from the pressure and then making that kind of banana shape to get around her defender, seal her off, and finish that shot.
3 quick ones for the Czech Republic. And we have played barely over 4 minutes. Hrazankova, and she finished that one with her offhand. The Czech Republic wound up in Group C, which ended up a bit as a head-scratcher, wondering how that got put together, but also credit the rise of their program.
I think the Czechs, though, just watching them so far this tournament, as opposed to even 2 years ago at the World Championships, have just made a massive, massive leap, a massive step. So they are a much different team than they have been in the past.
Will Mraz says that this is a very fit team and they're very together. They love to push transition. As here are the Swedes with their first possession, and back behind is Natalie Randa. Only 16 players on both rosters, and the Swedes very young, but they're looking to rebuild. They were once a program kind of in the upper half of the Europeans. You go back to the 90s, early 2000s. But Coach Marcus Lind, who played for the Swedish national team, and now he has taken on this undertaking.
And Sweden, another one of those countries that's trying to develop internally, which is great and great for the growth of the sport. They're not going out, they're not getting a lot of passport players. They're trying to build lacrosse in Sweden.
Sarah Bjork the shots, and eating up that shot is the goaltender Anna Nichova, who is a box lacrosse player and has spent 16 years as a goalie. She's their oldest player. A shot, and that's a finished shot. That's roofed. Mikhaila Sudehova for the first time.
It's a great outside shot. Nice quick release. Gets her hands well off her body and is able to put that away in that top corner.
Nice finish off the assist. Sudehova and Adela Blahovtsova, who scored the first goal, both have birthdays tomorrow, the exact same age. So they will be celebrating. Czech Republic hopes that they will do so following a very comfortable win before they think about the next step. They will have the day off tomorrow in a strange schedule. The Czechs played Tuesday, took care of Austria late that night. Yesterday was off, then they get tomorrow off because Group C is only a total of 4 teams, so you play everybody else those 3 games. Feed to the crease, and the Czechs don't force it. Here off the face dodge, driving across, and there's another nice goal. Bella Martyr, who plays at the College of William & Mary. So she is from Houston, Texas. She gets the goal. She is only going into her sophomore season, 5-0.
Yeah, great job picking that ball off the ground, challenging hard right away, keeping that stick protected, and finishing under pressure.
Martyr played for mom, Eva Martyr, at the Kincaid School, was a high school All-American in 2018. Mom is here. Mom had played at Yale, and Dad played football at Princeton. 5-0 for the Czechs. They've only played a little bit of defense. And 5 different goal scorers. Draw control. Lotman knocked it down. Strahova. Lotman was played 3 years at the University of Louisville, and she shoots and misses with the left hand. And now Lotman is in medical school back in her hometown of Prague. Cut to the front. Martyr has another. Nice find from behind. And what Will Mraz talked about when I asked about this team, as look at the timeout called by Sweden at 6-0. So Martyr gets her second. He feels that this is a team that is very well connected. It is like a family with the chemistry. They do have 3 American-born players, and Larson, Martyr, or I should say just 2, Larson and Martyr, Lotman with the American connection of playing in college, but they have sensational chemistry and family. He feels it comes out on the field.
Yeah, and you can see that. You know, they do a great job connecting, just like those last couple looks that we've seen. They just do such a good job feeding the ball into space. They show their sticks well, and, you know, they do a great job of just catching and finishing.
6-0 is the score. Remington Steele, our guest analyst for this one tonight. Earlier today, Wales, in an impressive showing, 18-5. They matched the Czech Republic's high goal total for this tournament. Coach, tell me about your win today and what made you most pleased.
I think just how we turned it around. You know, we really weren't super happy with the first half there. You know, we weren't happy with the way we came out. We weren't happy with the energy that the girls had, how they were fighting, all that. And at halftime, something just kind of clicked for them, and I was incredibly pleased with our second half. You know, we came out strong, we executed well, and they followed the game plan the way we wanted them to. So very, very happy with how we bounced back, and you know, hopefully it's all just like that going forward.
Yep, you have a big showdown tomorrow, or rather in 2 days on Saturday afternoon in the heat against England. So we are all looking forward to that one. I know you're going to spend your, quote, day off with tremendous preparation, so we're especially looking forward to that one. What's your time been like here so far, where you had coached New Zealand, and then this day-to-day tournament, you're stretched over 10 days. It's unlike anything else, for example, the college level that you had experienced.
No, I mean, even just trying to explain this to people at the college level is hard. You know, they don't understand it. They're used to having a week to prepare for a game, things like that. So for college coaches, you know, there's an adjustment period, but it's great.
Lotman gets the return pass. Beautifully done. Michaela Srahova made it quite easy. And Lotman scores for the first time. Super transition again from the Czech Republic. I asked Will Mraz, because it was so obvious, what else is the strength of the team besides the speed? And he felt our growth as a program has now been, we have 8 to 9 players that are fundamentally sound with their stick skills. We had speed in the past, but now they can especially make you pay.
Yeah, I mean, they've always been an athletic team, and now you can see that those stick skills are really starting to come along. They're great shooters, and they just move the ball so well. You know, it's great to see.
Looks like we're going to get a yellow card against Lovisa Stadelman of Sweden, so she'll head out. 6-on-5 now with the player up for the Czech Republic as a player was knocked down. So Lotman ahead for Strahova. And the Czech Republic continue to work their offense. Teresa Bartuszova back behind. This is Lotman and the shooting space from well outside. And shooting space, it's certainly called a bit differently here at the FIL championship level. And how do you feel these players have adjusted to that?
You know, I think that's one of the things that's really interesting as a player and as a coach playing internationally is you have refs from all over the world representing a bunch of different countries, and everyone has different interpretations of the rule. You know, so it's really an adjustment period every single game to go out there and try to figure out, how's this ref going to call it? What are they looking for?
Oh, that's quite fancy. Srahova got the feed from Adela Blahovtsova. 8-0. Strahova with her second, and just the speed of the ball movement is something else. And the comfort level.
Yeah, the Czechs just do such a great job. You can tell how connected they are, how well they work together, and it's kind of second nature to them at this point. You know, they know that someone's going to be there.
Strahova's second, and the Czech Republic able to pile up the numbers here. Still about 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter, and they're already at 8.
Well, checks in early.
And it will give the Swedes the possession off their first draw control win. And Elizabeth Smith. Or rather, that's 9 Anna Olofsson. This is Smith, who plays collegiately at Connecticut College. And Smith racing away from the ride, and she does very well, retreating from Marlanovska. Oh. And then here is the youngest member of the Swedish contingent, 15-year-old Anna McLean, or rather Emma McRae. As McRae works her way through into the 8-meter. McRae, born in Ridgewood, New Jersey, spent the last 5 years in Sweden. And she'll be a building block for the Swedes.
Oh, for sure. And, you know, regardless of kind of what happens with this tournament, this experience will serve her very well in the future. You know, she's got a great career ahead of her, and it'll be great for her senior national team career going forward.
Nichova nearly connected with her teammate, but the ball out of bounds, and the first failed clear. That's what's also terrific about this tournament. Players 21 and under for their respective countries, and how they are able to use this time to improve for their respective club teams or high school or college teams.
Yeah, it's great. And even the festival that's going on, a lot of development happening in that festival, a lot of countries sending club teams or developmental teams to those. So it's really exciting to see the growth.
It'll be Sweden possession, as jumping forward was Yuli Razankova to knock it out of bounds. Sarah Bjork, final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. As expected, all Czech Republic. And look at Nichova intercept the pass. And Anna Nichova handling like one of her midfielders.
Oh.
And Nichova wants to get some love and part of the show.
Yeah,
and Nichova.
That was a great job there. That's exactly what we teach our goalkeepers when they're outside of the cage. You run through, you pick up that ball, you get your back to the sideline so you can survey the field in front of you. Then you just keep that stick moving, get it side to side, a little flopsy-wopsy sometimes, and you get those passes off when you can.
Your goalies at Bucknell are that fancy?
They try to be.
I haven't seen Polly Brooks that way yet, but I will keep that in mind, as here's the ground ball by Elizabeth Smith. And we'll get the foul against the Czech Republic. But Nichova was able to carry and dazzle well with that. Sweden to look to transition. 40 seconds remaining. These quarters are continuous running time clocks, except for the final 30 seconds where any whistle causes a stoppage. And then, of course, any water break or coach's called timeout is a stoppage too. We don't stop on goals. Ball rolls in on Jenny Reikeval. And here are the Swedes with 15 seconds.
Great ride.
And the Czechs are able to bottle up Sweden right in the corner, as Iris Kotsinas got trapped. This ball thrown ahead. That's going to take care of the first quarter. 8-0 Czech Republic. And both quarters, first quarters that they've played here in Netanya, Israel, they have blitzed the opponent, and they are in total control to move to a likely 2-0 start. We'll be back with quarter number 2 from Netanya in a moment. 8-0 start for the Czech Republic. Now, they have matched how impressive they were in their opening game win against Austria. Austria considered to be a touch higher caliber opponent than Sweden. Now, the Swedes here in a rebuilding phase in their nation's women's lacrosse team. But they're optimistic based on the structure that's in the country that good things are ahead as they come up with a draw control. Angelika Karlsson. As Karlsson spins away from the redefend of the Czech Republic and has a drop-off pass for Smith. Smith for Sarah Bjork, and Sweden here to try to hang around and play and improve to the level of the Czech Republic.
Sure, that was a good transition there. Really smart decisions, smart plays, and not only did they handle the ball well, but they did a good job of getting themselves in the spots that they needed to be options for their teammates.
It is Bjork carrying. Nichova makes the save, but will get a free position. And Sarah Bjork has looked comfortable in this game as she starts on the attack, along with Natalie Aranda and Anna Clara Nielsen. So Bjork on the right wing for the lefty. And Bjork didn't get the best jump. Strahova was all over her.
Czechs coming out with that heavy pressure man-to-man defense that they've been running. And it's definitely going to be very different and difficult for Sweden because they're probably not super comfortable or used to seeing something like this.
They pick up the foul. Olofsson. That'll be inside the 8-meter. As Teresa Lalakova commits the foul. Good spot for Anna Olofsson as Sweden try to get that 0 off the scoreboard. Here with the second quarter, 2 minutes old.
Yeah, if you're Sweden here, all you want to do is try to build some momentum. You want to try to build your team up, gain some confidence going into the rest of this tournament.
Olofsson passed it up. Stadelman will be back behind. And the Swedes can show they can run some offense. Beam Boyson, who works as a veterinarian in a national park. 10 in blue, off for Stadelman. Movement for Olofsson. And then the pass for Boyson, who is starting to dive into the 8-meter, but the play is backed up and handled by Emma Franson. High pass, though, away from Angelika Karlsson. And this is where the Czechs can really hurt you in transition. The ground ball scooped up as they race ahead. Their eyes seem to light up anytime there's an open field. As Bella Martyr is the one fouled.
You know, they're definitely a transition offense team. They want to push the fast break. They want to score unsettled.
And then there's Strahova. Restart from Martyr, 9-0.
Good job making the most of that foul. You know, they were in position. They had players ahead of the ball. That's a big thing, is what we always constantly preach to our players is if you don't have the ball, you have to be working harder than the person that has the ball to give upfield options. And they did a great job of that. Off of the foul, they're set up the way they want to be and just did really well to put it away.
Strahova quickly has 3 in a short burst. Martyr adds the assist. So that makes it 9-0. Boyson, as she is beaten to that ball on the far side. Teresa Sikorova for the Czech Republic collected the draw control. And here come the Czechs once again. Here comes a quick cut. There's a goal. Fantastic. The trailer there, Barbara Bajantova.
That's just textbook right there. That's textbook fast break to slow break action offensively. They bring it down the side, they swing it through behind the goal, attack the backside of the field, and then they have those trailing players coming in being cutting options right away. That was exactly the type of clip we would show our team if we were trying to explain to them how a fast break, slow break type of situation is supposed to work.
Czech Republic, watching them through a game and a half, they live for the fast break. Remy, you scrimmaged them, and while your team won handily, it seems like it is a fun it is a very attractive style that the Czech Republic plays, and it seems to suit their personalities.
100%. You know, they're a very, very good team, and you know, it's a fun team to watch. It's a fun team. You know, these are the fun teams to play on and coach and just be a part of. You know, they're active and fast and aggressive, both offensively and defensively, and you know, I think the sky is really the limit for this program right now.
McRae had turned it over, and the Czechs looked ahead, and the pass just a touch too high over attackman Teresa Bartushkova's stick. So the Swedes will have it back. And it's such a run and gun style in the evolution of lacrosse. I asked Will Mraz about the offensive scheme that he devised, and he made it simple. Look, we give him about 2 or 3 sets or 2 or 3 concepts of the framework, and then they freelance off of that. He says, I provide the mural or the supplies, and then you are the sculptors. And I enjoyed the way he put that together. Not so much painters, but sculptors.
Yeah, you know, I get it.
Sounds like a great metaphor.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. You know, there's cutting, there's sticks involved, there's aggressive things happening. Seems more aggressive to be a sculptor than a painter.
Arkival makes the save. Takes a lot more work, perhaps.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. But the rate at which that the Czech Republic can move the ball is the bounce it up ahead, and the pickup by Bartushkova. Outside handled Bella Martyr.
And the thing about this style that they play, both offensively and defensively, is going into it, you know you're going to turn the ball over a couple times. You know you're going to give away a couple possessions. But at the end of the day, you don't really care because you know you're going to create more possessions than you normally would. So it's kind of one of those things you just got to live by and die by.
Martyr. Great pass from behind. The setup from Marketa Malinovska. They make it 11-0. And Bella Martyr, and what an experience this is. She plays for the College of William & Mary in the CAA, and her connection is that back in 2018, Czech Republic head coach Will Mraz, who's had a lacrosse odyssey, was the assistant coach under Hillary Fratsky there at that time. So he knew Martyr, he knew of her background, and they connected to the Czech Republic.
Yeah, and it's funny how some of those things work out where, you know, you take a coaching job and it just so happens that one of your new players is eligible to play for the national team.
Martyr has 3. Emma McRae will come up with the draw.
Big draw control here for Sweden. They needed that. They needed to break up that Czech run that's going on.
And then McRae just sailed the pass over the head of Nielsen. The Swedes in this building effort are happy that they have the same staff together since 2015. That's great longevity in international lacrosse.
It's great longevity, really, in any coaching at this point in the world.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. How long has your staff been together both years at Bucknell?
No, we had a brand new staff this year. So we have, you know, I just finished my second year, and we had 2 assistants my first year, and then 2 new this past year, but they're both coming back, so we're excited.
Nichova fires ahead, and it almost went in. Remember, into the night sky with all the lights, that is not easy to track for the goalie, and Yeni Arkival seemed like she missed it.
Yeah, it is very easy to lose that yellow ball in the lights as this goes on, especially with the backdrop that's kind of going on. You got some lights coming off the hotels behind the field. The fortunate thing for Sweden is if that had gone in, the goal would not count because goalies cannot score in women's lacrosse. The stick, when they go to check it, would obviously be illegal.
Yes. But nevertheless, Nichova very on target with what she was attempting to do, which was connect for a quick stick, it appeared, somewhere inside the crease.
Great look. Probably see them go back to that.
And what a trigger man she is as Bjork in tight, and Nichova makes the save. She's a trigger man for their transition as she quickly moves it outside. And then down the middle it comes for Blahovchova.
She's a very, very good goalkeeper. She plays her angles so well, and she just does a great job of staying big in there. She has quick hands. Just can't speak highly enough of what she does for this program.
Adela Blahovchova, as she picks up shooting space. Adela had the game's first goal. And this midfield of Srahova, Blahovchova, and then Lotman, dynamic. She's able to finish up high to make it 12-0. And Blahovchova, perfect placement on the shots. And short tells you about the expectations the Czech Republic has. They've barely celebrated any of their goals tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think they came in here hoping that the game would go like this, with the expectation of the game going like this. And at a certain point, you're just out here getting a run around, keeping those legs loose, working on the things you need to work on. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see them maybe switch their defense up a little bit later on, if we see them try some different things offensively just to get that work in so that when they go into the medal round, they're prepared.
It'll be quite fascinating how the Czech Republic will need to make that adjustment, jumping up a level in competition. Stadelman.
I'll tell you one thing, I am impressed with Sweden's athleticism. Their athleticism and their lacrosse IQ for a developing nation is very high. They do a great job recognizing the self-start situations. They do a great job recognizing when they need time and handling the pressure, and they're clearly very good athletes. So I think there is a high ceiling for this program.
And there's some youthful players here. There's also a veteran in Tekla Jackson that we haven't seen come on yet. Here's a drive, and a shot just missed. Good scoring chance for Olofsson. As Marcus Lind has said, we've been building since more and more to try to gain talent and interest, and they want to be domestically based. They've been practicing for 1 year together. He's happy with the progress that they made. They don't have lacrosse offered in colleges, which, for example, Norway has a significant advantage with that. 17 colleges offer it right now in the country of Norway. So they've made big progress. And we know England, one of their main reasons that they have become the European usual power is that they have probably something like every college that offers it. And they have something very similar to the NCAA system in the United States.
Yeah, and that piece of it's huge. But at the end of the day, too, you need to get it out there early. If kids are waiting until they get to college, and a great cause turnover there.
That's Nichova jumping out into the passing lane beautifully.
Yeah, but if kids are waiting until they get to college to start picking up the game, it's going to be tough for these nations to truly develop. Great transition.
More transitions. Strahova feeds Tierney Larson.
But it's going to be those countries that do a great job of getting development systems in place early at the youth level, at the middle school, high school level, and introducing it to kids in their early teens that are you're really gonna see the development from.
And Marcus Lind talked about game IQ in situations. It's difficult to get a lot of games where they're located, so he was concerned about that. It's one thing to go through workouts, but to actually have game situations.
It's just a completely different situation. It's a completely different IQ. It's a completely different learning system.
Draw control belongs again to the Czech Republic. Barbara Bajantova. And she deals it back to Martyr. And just the ball keeps humming, even though they will turn it over here. But the Czechs have learned how to play with a pace.
And for how quick they play, they really don't turn the ball over that often.
Smith. Down the middle, Arkival. And this is going to be retrieved by Katarzyna Hlavsova. She and her twin sister Jana both on the team.
Sweden swiping at the ground there looked like they were trying to kill some daffodils or something.
Hlavsova. Over the top it comes, room for Teresa Sikorova. And then as she gunned it down towards the crease, that's out of the reach of a teammate, Sirhova. Archibald. And Archibald, there's still a lot of time left. The clock stops with 4 seconds remaining in the first half. And Jenny Archibald for Stadelman, and that'll take care of the first half. Another impressive showing for the Czech Republic. They pile on the goals. Isabel Martyr with 3. Michaela Sirhova with 3. Blahovcova and Larson also with a pair. A rout is on for the Czech Republic as they appear to be dominating Group C and are just getting themselves sharpened for the knockout round. We'll step away at the half and be back in 15 minutes. 13-0 Czech Republic. Czech Republic puts together a half that you would expect they could after scoring 18 goals in their first game against Austria. They've put up 13 in the first half against Sweden. Now, Sweden is in very much a developmental stage, and the Czech Republic in the last 2 years, they've rapidly grown. That's why they ended up in Group C, this developmental group, but they are far from that. Ralph Bednarczyk with Remington Steel, head coach of Wales. The Welsh have started 3-0. They've got a big date coming up on Saturday against England, which could be another gold medal type preview game. Remy, I understand you don't want that don't want that mentioned, as there's a shot in tight again, and the finish to make it 14-0. Michaela Srhova again on the cut. But the Czech Republic continue to hum along and show off their fantastic skills. When was the last time you saw this? You saw the Czechs play? It was 2 years ago, 2017, right?
Yeah, in person, the last time I saw them play was at the 2017 World Cup, and they were a solid team, but they were not anywhere near the caliber that they're at now. You know, they've just progressed so rapidly over these last couple years, and it's so impressive just to see the style of play that they've been implementing. I think this is one of those teams that these new rules and these new field sizes are very, very good for. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think that plays a huge factor in their development and in their progression over the last couple of years, because the smaller field size, this quicker game, these shorter quarters, all those things really help the Czechs out a lot.
And look at him again, just move the ball around. Here's Martyr. And there are only 2 players that you consider Americans that have been added, but Tierney Larson, you would put an asterisk there because she does have blood from the Czech Republic. Here's a shot, and Arkival can't see it, and another goal. More quick ball movement, and that's a goal for Michaela Srhova. And so she piles on her 5th. And Larson again connecting, but Larson has moved to the Czech Republic in the last year and a half, and to be an English teacher or a tutor for the language of English. So she is there full-time after being an assistant coach on that 2017 team.
Yeah, and she did a great job of just slipping off that pick there, popping to the inside, and being a great option for the ball carrier. So very, very good technical goal there.
Srhova again from Larson, 15-0. And Martyr still a young player, just going into her sophomore year. So those are the 2 biggest additions compared to 2 years ago. And what to you do you notice, Remy, that the Czech Republic has improved in that has caused them to explode to this extent?
It seems like they've just found kind of their own niche. They found their own style of play. You know, Czech Republic is very big in that box lacrosse community on the men's side, and I think they've taken some of that. You can tell by the way that they kind of handle their sticks. You see a lot of horizontal dodging set up there, which is just a classic box lacrosse technique. You see them bringing their hands apart, handling pressure really well, doing a good job using their body to seal and protect. And then you see a lot of those picks and slips and that type of stuff, which is, you know, a very, very good tactic and something that's taken kind of from that box lacrosse, men's lacrosse type style.
Sweden gets a stop. Nice help defense from Iris Kotsinas to force the turnover. Bjork will handle the overpass. And Sarah Bjork here for Lovisa Stadelman. And Stadelman, she's held up right around the 8-meter. This should be free position. New goalie in for the Czech Republic as they turn to Katarzyna Zvorakova. And there's the first goal. Stadelman on free position. She ends the shutout.
And that's really exciting for her. You know, really exciting opportunity for her to score a goal.
Lovisa Stadelman, tall player at 6'2", and so much potential in her. Another very young player for the Swedes. Oh, they were so young. I got a chance to be on the bus with them along with England on the Roving Jerusalem tours on Monday afternoon, and the Swedes were just wide-eyed enjoying their time and telling me about the building process.
And, hopefully she's not too injured here. Immediately as soon as she scored that goal, some of her teammates started signaling for a substitution. She came off holding that left arm a little bit strange, got to the sideline, immediately collapsed, and it looks like they're working on that left shoulder over on the sideline there.
And Lovisa Stottleman was able to score before that, and our officials will pull the clock here and pause it. Stottleman getting some medical attention. Looks like they're trying to stabilize the situation. So the Swedes will be down to just 15 players for the rest of this game, potentially for the rest of the tournament. That's a hard chore for such large field. McRae up ahead into the stick of Natalie Aranda. And Aranda shoots, and the stop is made. Zvozakova. She's been playing lacrosse for 11 years, goalie for the last 10. And they have a very good goaltending tandem here. Nearly as good as the German goaltending situation that's shown itself to be very strong.
Both those teams very fortunate with their goaltending situations there. And we can see here both the goaltenders for the Czech Republic are great at just starting that transition. We saw them during halftime working on those breakout passes, and then we saw one on a rope right there.
Pass on a rope. Katarzyna Hlavsova on the cut to the front. So she has her first goal of this tournament to make it 16-1. We'll see if both twins will score in this game. And a lot of cutting and then feeding from behind to set up goals. Mostly Larson initiating those, 16-1. Yeah, you're right, and the 40-yard passes that the goalies were exchanging, and it seems like it is a real trigger for the Czech Republic. It's one thing to be a transition team, but the goalie being the igniter and practicing that pass, and it's looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's looked great, and they're fortunate because their goalies are good ball stoppers too. A lot of times you see goalies that are great in transition, great in the outlet, great in the clearing game, but maybe not the most solid ball stoppers. Or you see some goalies that are great ball stoppers, but maybe don't have the stick skills. So they got both their goalkeepers are very good dual threats there, which is huge for this program.
That plays right into their style. Sarah Bjork is ridden as she gets deep. Yuli Hrazankova committing the foul. Only question is the Czech Republic. How many will they finish this game with? And it appeared obvious after they took care of Austria, who's got a very quality goalie in Bianca Blai, when they poured in 18. And they started that game 6-0. And they have shown they can blitz teams that don't adjust to their pace.
And it'll be interesting to see where they kind of choose to cut it off, because in this tournament, after 12 goals, the goal differential doesn't matter anymore. Right? So goal differential does come into play in tiebreakers and as we go into the medal rounds, but not after 12.
Oh, a return back in front for Strahova, almost too fancy. And just look at the give and goes consistently, to how difficult it is to defend. Another feed in tight, and Arkival has it. And the defense of the Swedes working very hard to keep pace.
Just the passing and moving ability of the Czechs is very good. Phenomenal to watch and really exciting, and things that are going to be difficult for any team to really defend.
Beam Boyson. Kotsinas. And Yeni Arkival. One thing the Swedes that Marcus Lind has insisted on in terms of structure is that even though he has a couple of players from America, that he insists that he will only speak Swedish in practice. He wants that that as a mindset that this is a domestic team. And fortunate for him that the couple of players that are from the States, they have really picked up Swedish quite well. 15-year-old Emma McRae, her mom is Swedish, so she grew up bilingual. And Elizabeth Smith were her two older brothers that had played for the Swedish men's national team, so she already had a healthy grasp of it.
Yeah, and it's really interesting to see how much of this culture, how much of that Swedish culture kind of comes along with this team. For example, they're staying in a Swedish-run hotel while they're here. There's a hotel they found that's run by Swedish expats for Swedish tourists or Swedish missionaries, and everyone there speaks Swedish. They have Swedish food, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's they really are embracing that culture there, and have made it clear that that's a big part of this program.
Yeah, I had heard that story too, especially with the food, which was really impressive, huh?
I was saying that's one less thing you have to worry about.
Yeah.
So as these games start to get a little bit tighter, and maybe they're playing a little bit tougher competition, or in games that are a little bit more winnable for them, those are things that maybe come into play. You're comfortable. You're around people that you're familiar with and you're comfortable with, and you're comfortable with the food you're eating. So it's great.
Overpass, but very quickly to step up is Jana Hlavsova. Back inside, Katarzyna Hlavsova turned down the shot. 4.5 left in this third quarter. Coming out in front, that's Strahova. Or check that rather, it's 13 in Teresa Bartushkova. That adds the goal to make it 17-1 on the sweep across. And I could foresee Remington that because of the structure of the Israeli Lacrosse Federation and how far they have been the sport hosting the men's World Championships last year, very last minute. They only had about a little under 14 months to do it. And then they had actually the plan set up in the contract for this European Championship even before that happened, that I won't be surprised to see at least another European Women's Championship back here at some point, because they have been aggressive and eager to host. Some other countries have not.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a big undertaking to put on these tournaments. You need a lot of volunteers. You need a big infrastructure. You need a lot of people behind you. So some countries aren't even capable of doing it. It's not that they don't want to or wouldn't like to. It's that they literally don't have the infrastructure to host a tournament of this capacity. So, it's great of Israel to step up, and they've done a great job so far putting the tournament on. And, I think it could be a destination in the future as well.
Bajentova came up with the draw control, and here is Sukarova outside, but then the ball thrown away. So it'll be Sweden's possession, and the Israeli Lacrosse Federation has built very quickly under Scott Niestas, tournament organizer, and the coaches of both the Israeli men's and women's teams, and the development programs that they've started. The IPLL, the Israeli Professional Lacrosse League, which is a men's league that had, I believe, 8 teams last year. This team just 4, because so many of the resources were put forth towards running this event, with all the preparation that takes place to get that ready. But I could certainly foresee that one of those events is going to be back.
Yeah, it's just great for the sport to be visible all over the world. So
the pickup by Kotsinas, and now stepping in is Anna Clara Nielsen. Sweden's gotten a goal from Lovisa Stadelman, but unfortunately she was hurt on the play. But it looks like Stadelman has returned, and looks like she's just wearing some kind of bandage on her left arm, so that's great news for the Swedes to continue to have her be healthy and grow and progress. She's a very young player, a teenager. Takeaway by the Czech Republic defensively. Play made by Teresa Lalakova. Here's an overpass that Angelika Karlsson will play back. Injured player on the sideline for Sweden. Want to send out best wishes to Sofia Lindstedt. Sofia, unfortunately, did not get a medical clearance to play. Could have risked it, but decided not to. did not get cleared in the last week right before getting here. Switzerland also lost a player very last minute due to an injury. Finland, I believe it was in warm-ups the very first day, they also lost a player. So there is an attrition rate when you squeeze so much into a 10-day period. So Remy, I know you're very conscious of that, even though you have some real warriors on your team, but it can go south in a hurry.
Yeah, there's a difference between can and should, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can they play? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Should they play? Probably not, right? And there's a lot of those types of situations that happen. You know, the positive thing is that they did make the trip. They are still getting the experience, and they're here with their team, you know, which is great.
Diving through in the shovel pass right back. Back in front it comes. Look at this quick ball movement. Regardless of competition, Barbara Bajentova finishes it off. Another indoor box lacrosse style possession, 18-1.
That was just a phenomenal possession by the Czechs there. Just moving the ball, handling the stick from different angles, different release points is very difficult to do and very impressive. And we saw about 3 backhanded passes there, a couple shovels, and
An attempted behind the back pass.
An attempted behind the back. You know, just that's what is good, and this is what I like to see. This is why I think that the Czechs could potentially be successful moving forward in this tournament, is because they're being creative right now. They're not just running through it, doing things how they would normally go about it. They're trying different things. They're putting themselves in different situations. They're mixing it up, which is what they need to be doing right now, and it's great to see.
Final seconds of the third quarter. The Czech Republic blitzing another opponent at the European Women's Lacrosse Championship. 18-1 as we go to the fourth, the Czech Republic. The next one will set a new tournament high water mark for goals. We'll be right back. Last quarter of the night with Wales head coach Remington Steele, also the head coach the last 2 seasons at Bucknell University in Pennsylvania, native Canadian Ralph Bednarczyk, 18-1 Czech Republic over the Swedes. They jumped out 8-0 at the end of the first quarter, and they have just continued where they left off 2 nights ago against Austria. As the Czech Republic, they have risen to another pair of levels compared to where they finished and the last European Championships and World Championships. That's what put them into this Group C, which is a developmental group, to compete against like abilities. But the problem is they have outgrown it in a big way. They have stepped on their competition, and we will find out in the next week just how far of a leap that they have taken. We'll get a foul here over the back as the player for the Czech Republic, and Marketa Malinovska, ran over the Swedish defender. And this is going to conclude day number 3 in just a moment as we look ahead to the 5 games tomorrow. Urgency tomorrow on the schedule with Scotland and Germany both being 0-3, as they'll play tomorrow at 12:40 with the coverage on the Olympic Channel. Ireland will take on Israel. Did you see the England-Israel game, Remy?
I did. You know, we watched a little bit of it, starting to get that jump start scouting on England and a little bit on Israel. And it was a great game. You know, I think England's definitely fast and athletic, and they have great skill sets there. They're very good defensively, and I was very impressed with Israel and how dynamic they were on offense. And you know, their goalkeeping was very good as well.
Yeah, terrific game and goal from Katie Greenwood for 3 quarters, and then even Lucy Grant in the 4th. So England and Wales coming up on Saturday afternoon. Another terrific game. Lotman shot, fine save. And Jenny Arkival. She's been a dedicated goalie for a few years and has made the commitment. The Swedes don't have a lot of goaltending depth in the country, so she's gotten virtually all the repetitions when she's been able to make every training camp. Lotman shot, and that one is in. A cut from Anna Lotman on the move to make it 19-1.
Just another feed into space there by the Czechs. They're just throwing it out there, knowing that someone's coming into that space and hoping that it connects at the right time. But this team is just so well connected that it drops more often than it doesn't. So that was a great play.
Anna Lotman grew up in Prague before moving to Virginia. She attended T.C. Williams High School, very known high school, and she played there. But she has come up through the Czech Republic going back to the 2007 U19 World Championship as a very young player. Was the MVP of the 2009 World Cup game against Germany as a young player. Played at George Mason 2 years before transferring to the University of Louisville, where she played and was involved in the team. Now Lotman attends medical school, and what a very fine player she is. She's been very much indoctrinated. Nice turnaround shot, and reading the ball well is Arkival.
Great save, great outlet. Right on a rope, right to that attacker, cutting back to the ball.
She threw it with authority there to Nielsen. Well, during your time in developing teams, how about when you're at New Zealand? What is it like in terms of facing teams that force you to raise your game? And Remy, and yeah, you've been probably on both sides of this, of 19-1. What is your message when you come off of a game like this if you're on the wrong side of it, and how you use it constructively?
I mean, I think there's two different situations, right? Is it 19-1? Should it have been 19-1? How did you play, right? For Sweden, just scoring another goal here.
The Swedes thrilled.
So just a little bit of a broken play there, picking that ball up off the ground and putting it away. But, you know, there's two different situations there. If you lose a game 19-2, let's say, right? Did you play well? Should that game have been 19-2? Or did you play terribly? Should that game have maybe been a 12-8 game or something like that just completely got away from you? And I think in this case, Sweden just unfortunately playing a team that's at a different level of development than they are. You know, I think they can come out of this with a lot of very positive things. Their goalkeeping play has been very good despite the high score. They've done a really good job of running through ground balls and moving the ball off the ground very quickly too, is something I've been really impressed with. They don't run through and take unnecessary cradles. They pick it up, they get the ball moving, they try to progress it upfield. So I think a lot of really good things that Sweden can look to help build on. and a lot of mistakes that are pretty easily correctable going forward here.
Greta Torstensen just won the last draw control. Goal went to Natalie Aranda as she picked up that ground ball right at the edge of the 8-meter and perhaps surprised Katarzyna Dvořáková. And stepping in is Barbara Bažantova from the defense, and the Czech Republic back with the ball. 9.5 left, so it's 19-2, and now the Czechs turn it over.
Neither team really letting up here, too. Still playing with the same tempo, still playing with the same intensity they have since the very first minute.
And the other thing, yes, that the Swedes have not given up. They're still playing hard and not playing to the scoreboard.
Not at all, and I think, talking to the coaching staff a little bit earlier on, a couple days ago, this is the mindset they had coming into it. They came in with a growth mindset. They came in saying, everything that happens, let's try to take the positives, let's try to keep looking forward, let's try to keep progressing our program forward, and they're doing just that, which is great.
They like to feed the crease, and this one is just outside of cage. Dvořáková, outlet ahead, another rope. Or the outlet passes, especially among the developmental countries, as I noticed here, Remy, that clearing the ball appears like it's the last frontier, because so much time is spent on fundamentals, offensive, defensive schemes. And then it's sort of like special teams in football. It kind of can get forgotten because there are bigger things.
Well, I think
that need bigger fish to be fried.
Sure, and the other thing that's tough is we got to look at this roster. Both these teams only have 16 players. Mm-hmm. And it's almost impossible, because that's not even enough to play a full 10v10 game, right? Sweden only having one goalie, for example, too. So it's nearly impossible to play full field and go work on transition drills and work on the clear and work on the ride. Those are things that are very difficult to do with small rosters, and considering a lot of these teams don't get a ton of really solid competition outside of international tournaments, it's something that's really difficult to develop in practice.
Czech Republic does have the advantage that they do have a neighbor that's very serious about lacrosse too, and that is Austria. And talking to Austria coach Mike Perez after they lost 18-8 2 nights ago, he was thoroughly impressed, and he knows the Czech Republic inside and out because they'll end up playing one another at least once a year, and they generally follow one another as we have a player down for Sweden, kind of getting fallen on as Teresa Lalakova fell on Aranda.
Planted there and just rolled over her right ankle a little bit, but it looks like she's going to be all right.
So Aranda from the angle, free position. As she look to dump it down for Bjork. Recovery by Nielsen. Nielsen double team with the Czech Republic playing so hard, and a nice job raking the ball right to the goalie.
Great job there. Just a really high-risk play. So that worked out perfectly. It's a really smart play, but it's gutsy because if that little rake move there goes off course, then it's Sweden's ball right in front of the goal.
I can't imagine watching you, Remy, on the sideline with one of your players trying to pull that off at Bucknell.
I'll be honest, I'd be less than thrilled.
I could definitely see that, but it really worked, and it appeared like for the defender that time, Teresa Lalakova, she had great intent that she had done that before.
Yeah.
Quick hands again inside. That's 20 now for the Czech Republic. So they get it down low, and Marketa Malinovska adds another.
Great job coming around the back of the goal there, getting that high to low action and putting the ball away where the goalie can't get to it.
With 6 minutes to go, Malinovska just adds to the total. The Czech Republic has a game with Spain, who is also in a very similar developmental stage with Sweden, coming up on Saturday. And then they'll finish group play with Finland in the finale on Sunday morning. And then it'll be interesting how they will go into group play and the mindset of can they challenge the teams in Group A and give them a good game. Certainly the other Group B programs. The Netherlands have been impressive. Italy is also in a developmental stage, but they're in Group B. Here's McCray.
Netherlands have been very good. And, I think if we could see a Czech-Netherlands matchup, that could be a really interesting, really fun to watch game.
Yeah, that's a game I want to be at, broadcasting or attending, as Lotman outletted forward.
Oh, little inside roll there.
Crease roll all alone, Strahova, and she does not shoot, instead looks to dish, and that shot, that clanged off the pipe. Look from Adela Blahovtsova. Strahova and Blahovtsova have a birthday coming up in about 20 minutes.
We'll finish just in time to celebrate,
Yep.
right?
Smith. And under pressure, but McCray could not save that. Czechs back to work. And a handle behind by Teresa Bartushkova. Everybody's been involved. It has not necessarily been even a two-man game. It has just been a pace, a track meet that the Czech Republic has shown they play. And how do you simulate this, let's say for their knockout round games? Do you try to simulate it in terms of a scouting report? Because it's one thing to watch the film, but then typically you like your scout team to show you a look.
Yeah, I mean, these types of things are hard to simulate. In tournaments like this, where you're playing every day, you can't practice real hard because it's just too wearing on the body. It just wears you out too much. If you do have time, if you have an off day, if you are well rested, you can simulate this by, in a lot of cases, we may play this 7v6 or 8v6, add an extra player or two in there. To replicate that heavy pressure defense, we may add an extra defender in there. Different things like that. And then what a lot of teams have been doing now, we did a lot of this in preparation for this tournament, is playing against men's teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what you had mentioned to me. And did the men's teams wear men's equipment, and what were their pockets like?
So we've played, in the UK, mixed lacrosse is a thing where it's men's and women's that play with women's sticks by women's rules.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so we played a mixed team, and that was cool. And then we have played men's teams that just use men's sticks with no equipment. So for us, I don't care about them having the advantage or things like that. We want to see bigger, stronger, faster type competition, and it's a great way to replicate it when you sometimes can't find, the level of competition you want domestically, correct.
Right. And were the men's players off the Wales national team that I got a chance to see last year, such as Simo and some of the others?
Yeah, a little bit of a grab bag. Some college players, some UK college players, some Welsh national team players, a couple English national team players. So, it just kind of depends on the situation, but, great experience.
Inside the final 2 minutes, and the Czech Republic here, I think content not to go to goal. Head coach Will Mraz, he knows what he has in a team full of speed. Will Mraz, he has spent 4 years coaching this team, and they could be on the verge of doing something special. Got into coaching girls lacrosse when his daughter Tess was growing up in 3rd grade. She brought home an application to sign up for girls lacrosse. They told her they need a coach. And he had been coaching lacrosse previously. He was actually the coach of an assistant on the Fairfield men's team back in the 1990s. He stopped then. Before that, he was also the coach of Division III Maine Maritime in the U.S. And he went to Fairfield originally to be a football player. And right as Fairfield was starting their program, they needed some bodies, their very first teams, and they recruited him, and that's where it's gone. And it's taken him on this odyssey, this journey with his heritage from the Czech Republic to find a coach, and here he is, 20-2, and building, and I could use the word sculpting himself, a real special group of young ladies.
Yeah, he's done a great job with this program, and it's going to be exciting to see where else they can take it.
In the final seconds, they do take the shot inside. So on short time, Barbara Bajantova adds to the total. And that's a stoppage, though, unfortunately, with just 7 seconds left. And for the Czech Republic, I wondered how they would come out with the day off because of how good they looked against Austria. That did not matter today. They'll have that same situation tomorrow, and they'll take on Spain to try to keep that very high level, regardless of what the scores and the margins are going to be.
And they're very fortunate with the way the schedule kind of played off. You know, they had the day off yesterday. They had this 10:20 p.m. game today. So they really almost got 2 days off.
Yeah, it's a full day and a half, yep. Yep, they'll take on Spain Saturday in the middle of the day, 3:20. Final seconds. That's it. 21-2, the Czech Republic. After scoring 18 in the opener against Austria, the Czech Republic flexing their muscles in Group C. And we will find out in a few short days just how much they have grown. For Remington Steel, my name is Ralph Piniorchik saying so long and good night. The Czech Republic now 2-0. The Swedes fall to 0-2. We'll speak to you once again on Friday for a lineup of 5 games that you can watch either here on YouTube or the Olympic Channel. The action will get going on Friday bright and early at 8 a.m. local time. Norway against Latvia, followed by the Netherlands and Italy at 10:20. Germany will take on Scotland, Ireland, and Israel at 3. And at 5:20, Spain and Finland. Until tomorrow, we say good night from Netanya, Israel.